Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Show Zone. Jake Paul and Tommy Fury will meet on December 18 in Tampa, Florida for their epic battle. Well, there are numerous projections made by several people who are claiming how the fight will eventually play out. In today's video, we're going to look at some predictions made by popular fighters on Jake Paul and Tommy Fury's boxing match. But before we jump into our video, make sure you hit that red subscribe button for more amazing content. Also, turn on the bell notifications to receive our latest updates. Well, Jake Paul predicted that Tommy Fury will fall out in their fight. Jake stated that Fury will not even hear the 8th ring of their total bouts. The rivals have signed and confirmed their grudge match on December 18 in Florida, which is expected to last 8 rounds. Paul has already beaten former UFC champion Tyron Woodley by the same distance in August. It was the same night when Fury secured a big win against his sparring partner Anthony Taylor in a 4-round bout. However, the 2019 Love Island star has never passed the 4-round distance in his 7 fights. Jake Paul has claimed that he will knock out Fury in very few rounds. Paul said that Fury hasn't had a fight for all 4 rounds, so he thinks he'll be gassed enough for defeat. Paul thinks he will be the first person to hit Fury in the face with the same weight. Jake explained that Fury has always fought younger guys with lost records, so I think it will fade away. I know he's about to fade. Is that exactly which round? 5th? 6th? 7th? Maybe I will knock him out in the last 10 seconds of the 8th round. However, according to Paul, Fury will not hear the 8th ring. Paul has $500,000 up for grabs, and when Fury loses the match, he will ask him to change his name to Tommy Fumbles. Tommy Fury is more experienced, however. Paul is also making his way towards the 3rd consecutive pay-per-view title. Before beating Woodley, he has knocked out YouTuber and Jib, former NBA player Nate Robinson, and retired UFC welterweight Ben Askren. And despite the fact that Fury is his first opponent with professional boxing experience, Paul is quite confident due to his most recent win. He said, "It was my first real test that I passed. A UFC champion who dominated the UFC with his big right hand. He hit me with a shot in the 4th round that was nothing. I ate it very easily and kept moving. I found a way to win past my first test in my 4th professional bout. Nobody, from Muhammad Ali to Mike Tyson to Floyd Mayweather, has tested himself as much as I did in my 4th fight. I've learned a lot about myself and what I'm capable of and how I perform under pressure. I hope I can bring that experience into my next fight." Tommy Fury's latest opponent Anthony Taylor believes Jake Paul can beat the British boxer in their upcoming match. Anthony Taylor, who has made this prediction, is Fury's recent opponent and Paul's sparring partner. Talking to Vegas Insider, Taylor talked about his fight with Fury last August, where he was seen criticizing his punching power. Taylor said Tommy has no power. He doesn't have the power to deliver knockouts. I felt every blow he hit me with. I wasn't intimidated. Although, I just kept going. Jake is twice as good as Tommy. Tommy just has that long range. If you take that long range away from him, he becomes a mediocre fighter. Taylor also shed light on his sparring experiences with Paul. Having sparred with Jake, he uses the ring very well and has good strategy and patience. Taylor revealed, "Jake uses the ring very well. You saw him when he fought Tyron Woodley, where he used every inch of the ring. Jake is a good boxer. He knows when to strike and when to throw power into his fist. Jake is generally a better fighter than Tommy." When it comes to predicting the outcome of the fight on December 18, Taylor expects a devoted performance from both popular freaks. Taylor also claimed that Jake could probably knock out Fury quite easily. He continued by saying, "When you watch Tommy versus Jake, he's more like Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. Think about it. Jake moves well using footwork and has good head movement. He moves like Usyk. When you look at Fury, he's very still, like Anthony Joshua. However, he is quite confident through that great success. Here's what the fight will be like. Don't expect Tommy Fury to jump on tiptoe, but expect Jake to be as he has a good ring conscience." Another popular figure in the community, KSI, predicted that Jake Paul would be the favorite to beat Tommy Fury next month, as Tommy won't be able to handle the pressure of this occasion. However, KSI, who has battled Jake Paul's older brother Logan Paul in 2018 and 2019, wondered if Fury would be able to handle the burden of being the star of a major event for the world. KSI said, "I see Tommy losing. Do you know why? Because he will be there for the first time on the big stage." Tommy Fury's father has also drawn some light on his fight, meeting with Jake Paul. John revealed that he thinks his son is definitely going to win this one. The fighting rivals are ready to put an unbeaten record and reputation on the line. And with his combo fans sure to tune in, Tommy's dad and coach John predicted it would be a box office hit. He told businessman Rob Moore, "Look, Tommy is getting paid more money for this compared to some other world champions. They pay millions, so if we get millions for getting wet, we will because it's a good deal." Tommy will enter this fight with a 7-0 record. He has more experience than YouTube star Paul, who will face his first opponent with professional boxing experience. Early odds for Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Jake Paul's chances of winning against Tommy Fury are inclined to decrease in December. Well, we're not claiming the exact decision. However, if he has beaten every opponent who has faced him thus far, he deserves respect for coming in with a boxer, who is also a favorite to beat Tommy Fury. While people like Nate Robinson and Ben Askren were not a big threat to Paul, talking about Tyron Woodley, he was a step forward. But the thing is, Fury will be the biggest test of Jake Paul's boxing career. When it comes to seizures, the guy is really funny. We don't consider him as a boxer, but he has shown some decent skills for someone in his position. He has worked hard to get fit for the fight and appears to be disciplined and healthy. Jake definitely has to prove himself against Fury, as it is a must-win situation for him. The event will surely encourage Paul to make more career choices with what he currently has for himself. At this point, Paul's odds of beating Fury show it won't be an easy fight for him. And while we will refrain from making our pick for the fight, we will say that he has every right to see this as the greatest test of his boxing career so far. Can Fury knock out Jake Paul? The name Fury carries a lot of weight in the boxing world. Basically, it's all because of Tyson, the undefeated, two-time world heavyweight champion, has struggled to become the baddest man on the planet. He has no way to let his little brother make him look a fool. The champion, in fact, has declared that he will disown Tommy if he loses against Paul. Now, the next question here is, what if Paul beats Fury? Well, we just can't imagine the consequences. Well, the proud family of Fury fighters will not tolerate such a loss in any way. Just imagine the reaction of your father and brother who would see you after you will lose to a former Disney Channel star. Money is one thing for sure. A fight like this would go a long way in ensuring that Tommy Fury is comfortable in life. But the worst thing is the embarrassment of getting your first defeat from Jake Paul. John, who is Fury's father, told the True Geordie podcast that he would personally withdraw his son from boxing only if he lost the battle. "I see Tommy splashing Jake Paul all over the ring in 4 or 5 rounds. If he doesn't, it's over for him. He knows. Don't insist, Tommy, Boyd, but let me tell you, they'll call you Tommy Fumbles too. If it's a close fight, Tommy has retired." We are wishing to see Fury punching Jake Paul all over the ring within 4 to 5 rounds. If he doesn't do so, it's just like an ending for him. Tommy will be called Tommy Fumbles as well, if the fight turns out to be a close one. If Tommy struggles to beat Paul, he's definitely retired from boxing. Fury definitely has the pressure on him as he is the only boxer in this fight. However, as far as making money is concerned, this is a great opportunity to raise profile and take a big win against Paul. If Paul defeats Fury, we don't think a rematch would be that tempting to fans and promoters. But never say never. The most likely way to end the fight is with a late break. But at this point, we couldn't bet against it being a long show, which goes all the way to the 8th round. With that being said, it's time to end our today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel for more interesting videos like this. See you in our next video. Thanks for watching.